try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's King. Got his man on the right. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Defense wants to bring the heat. The DBs will back off a bit. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Yellow Jackets lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Gives him the stiff arm, and now he's got room. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, what a weapon in this offense. To have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Got the quick pass. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
And the Yellow Jackets will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. The corners are walked up tight. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. run it on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Gain of 3. It's now 2nd and goal.
Heftiness coming out on the goal line. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
It's now 3rd and goal. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Vanderbilt 24, Georgia Tech 17.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Georgia Tech, number 1.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Alexander. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Pavia. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
The Commodores line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's King. Fires to the tight end. Turning on the Jets. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking. It's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. Fights off the defender. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes the grab. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Off play action. Makes the catch. It's Dillon.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. On the move, it's Alexander. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. To the air, it's Pavia. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got his man! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Plucks it out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Makes the grab on the left. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. He'll set up to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Alexander. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. On the ground, it's Newberry. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Commodores!
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick an extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To throw, it's King. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've put themselves in prime position right here, Jesse, to have a chance to win the game.
So how about this offensive line, David? Can they get some push? Because you're expecting them now to run the football to help the kicker.
You're in a great situation. You're not in a rush. You don't have to hurry up. You know what you need to go out here, lead the clock, and kick the game-winning field goal.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Pavia. Here comes the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. Now the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Vanderbilt.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this will be for the win. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call. And the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memory.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played today.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.